All right, cutting across to those pictures that are coming across is the meeting that has just started of the Prime Minister there, who is chairing the meeting with the state chief ministers. This is a virtual meeting that has now begun, and Karnataka Chief Minister also could be seen a part of this delegation, where we are looking at multiple chief ministers there who will be part of this COVID-19 meeting that is being chaired by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Remember, in the last week, we were looking at a steady increase in the COVID cases nationally, but especially in the capital. In the national capital, there has been a steady spike in the COVID-19 cases. So all those precautionary measures, if need be, that needs to be taken. That will be discussed and taken up by the Prime Minister in today's meeting with the chief ministers.
That's right. That is Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who is chairing this very crucial meeting with the chief ministers of all states across the country. Let me also now go across to Sharon, joining us over the phone line. Yes, Sharon, we have the first images now of the Prime Minister chairing that virtual meeting with the chief ministers in the fight against COVID.
Well, that is right. In fact, this is a very crucial meeting. This is, in fact, after the third wave. This is the first time that the Prime Minister is holding this meeting along with the other chief ministers of the state. And this comes at a point where we are seeing that on a daily basis, the cases are increasing. Cases are in fact increasing, and we are also seeing that there are sub-variants that has in fact been reported from two states, Maharashtra as well as Gujarat. So that is also something that is going to be discussed. What are the if there is any cluster cases or not. In this meeting, along with the chief ministers, there are going to be district magistrates as well, and apart from that, the health ministry officials. Now, our sources have been telling us in this meeting, the health secretary Rajesh Bhushan will also be giving a presentation to the Prime Ministers as well as the chief ministers about the ground situation. What are the restrictions that need to be put? Because remember, the MHA has in fact asked people putting masks is in fact voluntary. But at the same time, with the increasing cases, we have seen a number of states that have brought back the mask. There are a number of states where physically the schools have across the country has now opened. Keeping all this in mind, and with the booster shots being, the vaccination drive being started, these are all points that are, of course, going to be discussed. How there needs to be an increase in the testing as well as the increase in the vaccination.
So it remains to be seen what all measures, precautionary measures or weather restrictions that will be brought back, looking at the situation where the COVID cases have been steadily rising in India. The Prime Minister there currently chairing that meeting.